Hi, my name is Michael Arnstein. I'm 35 and I'm a runner, and ultra running is my specialty sport. And I'm also a raw vegan athlete. So Badwater is actually placed in Death Valley. It's the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere. It's 282 feet below sea level, and it's probably the hottest place in the world, certainly in the United States. So you have extreme heat here. The race is to run almost the full length of Death Valley. So you run from Badwater, the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere, to the trailhead at Mount Whitney, which is 135 miles away. That's, I think, at about 8,000 feet. So there's quite a bit of climbing. It's extremely, extremely hot. I think they said the road temperatures can get up to 160 degrees, and the ambient temperature is usually about 120 to 125 degrees. It's a testing ground for extremes, and I'm here to test the extremes. At Badwater, 135 miles, you need a lot of hydration, and the best source of hydration, in my opinion, comes from fresh fruit. It's got sugar, it's got your nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and it tastes good. We've got lots of things like oranges and watermelon, bananas, very, very tasty, and I think very good nutrition for this type of race. Getting ready to run. 9:30 in the morning, we got 30 minutes to start. It's really happening. I've been waiting a long time for this, so gotta be careful what you wish for. Badwater is a famous race. It's this difficult race, and it's a beautiful race. I think I'm here to kind of try something new. I've never run in the desert before under this kind of heat, and I've also read about this race when I was in high school. So it's got a lot of history to it, which attracts me. And then, of course, there's a lot of people in this sport that I've just grown to become friends with, so it's a real social event, and that's something I really enjoy. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Although I've run a lot in my life and I've done some really amazing things, it's still, the self-doubt is still there. It's still scary. It's nothing like the first time. Hopefully I'll finish and say, oh, it wasn't that bad. But right now I'm freaking out a little bit, yeah. All right, this is a homemade device. It's high tech. Spray it down. All right. This thing stays wet. It's like a sponge. It's some kind of new material. I don't know. It's like air conditioning. It stays cold even when it's warm. It's weird. I'm scared about just doing something I've never done before. I've never run 135 miles in one shot. It's a long run, you know. I know it's a lot more than 100 miles, and I think that's what has me scared. It's because I have experience. I know what it's like to run 100 miles, and I understand like deeply what it is to run 135. So it's a lot.
Thank you for being here. I look forward to it. Don't start to think about the 135 miles of scorching highway in front of you, or the fact that you're going to go over 3 mountain ranges that way before you'll hit the finish line. Don't think about that. Just stay focused here at the lowest point of the race. It's all uphill from here. 3, 2, 1, go.
I started running in high school, achieved some pretty good success, finished pretty high up in the state finals. When I graduated high school, I started running marathons and had some good success in that. And then graduated to the ultra distance, and now I run very long distances over sometimes many days. The distance beyond 26.2 miles is a mental barrier. In my mind, a marathon is an ultra distance because you really need to eat calories in a marathon to finish it. If you just eat more, you can pretty much just keep going. And a lot of people don't realize that running is something that's very natural that we can do as humans, and over very long distances, over a lot of time, is something that we're built for. And I've thrived running ultra distances, and I haven't really reached my limits yet, and that's what I'm trying to do now, to see how far can I go. Party! How did I train for 120 degrees living in New York? I ate a lot of fruit, and I know that sounds funny, but there's actual scientific data that shows that people that eat raw fruits and vegetables as a diet have lower core body temperatures. Well, about 4.5 hours in this bad boy, 29.7 miles, and I'm just starting to get warmed up. Yeah, fruit. I'm trying to play some mind games with myself because I kind of feel like shit, but You know, you show no weakness. That's like the motto of the Marines, right? Show no weakness. I run all year round. I run to work every day. That's kind of how I train. So my running isn't really about so much exercise, it's really about transportation. That takes a lot of the mental stress out of when am I gonna exercise. I gotta get to work, so I run to work, it's 2 hours. And when I'm training for these long distance races, I run home 2 hours. The body can do things so far beyond your wildest dreams. Just think about the people that came out here in 1849 with nothing. They didn't even have a map, and they just endured. There's a lot of history in this valley, and that's what makes part of the race really special, is that the human body, the human soul, the spirit can take you so much further than what your perceived consciousness is. And then when you add in a clean, raw vegan diet on top of that, it just takes it to another primal level. I don't think there are limits. It's all what your perceived limits are. My progression was very slow. I'd say over a period of about 15 years, I slowly cut out unhealthy foods from my diet. I kept doing it because I did see an improvement each time I cut something out. So I stopped with the fried foods, I cut out the red meat, the chicken, and then the eggs, and then the dairy, until I almost ran out of things to cut out except fruits and vegetables. The concept of fruits and vegetables being the healthiest thing you can eat resonated with me. And it's kind of a light bulb went on. I said, you know what? I said, wow, if I just ate raw fruits and vegetables, because those are the healthiest things, I wonder if that's like the final frontier. And it is, for me anyway. I eat raw fruits and vegetables, that's my diet. I don't eat nuts and seeds, I don't eat processed foods, I don't eat fraction foods, I don't eat oil. I eat food as it comes off a tree or off a bush or right out of the ground. I feel great. I've never performed so well in my life. I've exceeded all of my ambitions athletically. It's kind of nature's perfection for me right now. And I'm at the end of the road. I've got real confidence in how I'm eating, and I don't run to test my diet anymore. I'm running to kind of show other people that, hey, this is what you can do. The wind's making everything evaporate really fast.
We can catch you again.
I think you try to see me every mile now.
Okay. And you want gels?
Nah, give me one.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay.
Woo! You're starting to get fun now.
So this banana represents Arnstein before Badwater started. I love the sun. I'm from New York. It's hotter in New York than it is here. Well, it's now 5 o'clock. Arnstein has been running for 7 hours in this not so hot sun, and we think this is sun. This is a full representation of what Arnstein now feels like. Toast.
Starting to get ugly now.
Yeah. Jokes are over now. This is where the fun starts. "18 hours, 24 minutes, and almost 91 miles, and it's like 4:30 in the morning." Yourself.
Look at those pearly whites.
You know what's messed up? I'm having a pretty good day. I feel like hell. I'm actually pretty excited because, like, in my mind, we've got less, like 44 miles to go. And mentally, like 44 miles is not a lot in my mind. So I'm holding on to the numbers right now. But I'm moving slow, taking a lot of walking breaks. The nighttime is the worst. That's one thing I've never been able to really do well, is just run all day and then all night. I gotta go to sleep. And right now it's just stick it out for another hour and stars will go away and the sun will come up and then it'll get hot as hell again. Anyway, Gotta be careful what you wish for.
Oh, no way! No. I decided to release for your shit. Oh, come on, man. It's a stunt double.
This is a hard race. There's a reason why people don't like to do it.
I think a lot of times in races when you're having a down period, you need to embrace that that's going to happen and that it's okay. And when you embrace the struggling, you just learn how to accept it and appreciate it almost. Because the good times are only really great when the bad times are pretty tough. In life and everything, whether you're running an ultra marathon or whether you fall off the wagon on your diet, it's okay to say, you know what, I'm having a hard time right now, but I'm gonna get through it.
Somebody said there's more fun this way, so I just, I figured just keep going, I don't do good at night. I like to run fast and go to sleep. When the sun goes down, it's like, that's when I go down. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
When I run these ultra distances, it gives me strength to know that I can endure, I can keep going, I can take these struggles that I'm having in my run or my race, and I can translate it back into my regular life, and I can just be a successful person knowing that I just don't give up, just keep going. It's a human spirit. That's pretty much it. You want to survive. You want to survive. Because why the hell would you want to run 100 miles? That's like the dumbest idea ever. But if you want to survive, and that's a human instinct, you just got to keep going. It's modern day adventure. It's 1849 right now, and we're running through Death Valley. I almost kind of wish it was 1849 and there was nobody here, because then it'd be you're playing for keeps.
This is the most anticlimactic 135 miles I've ever run or run-walk. But hey.
Why is it anticlimactic?
Well, my feet are like hamburger meat, and like if I run, it's excruciating pain. So I just got to walk it in, and that's part of an ultra. You never give up, and you make do with whatever you got to do. I mean, God forbid, like I had to use crutches. You just gotta finish. No, I've had I think I brought 96 like maltodextrin gels, and I think I've eaten like 80 of them at this point. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever experienced. It's like the number one reason why I wouldn't do this again is because I wouldn't want to eat that many gels. I'm stoked that hopefully I'm going to be finishing this race. I've known about it 15 years. It's definitely one of the toughest running events in the world, for sure. It's really hard, and to do it at a high level is just beyond comprehension. If I just finish, I'm pretty happy. You're looking at the highest mountain in the lower 48. You got blue skies. It's just like, you just got to take it in. Listen, only one guy gets to win the race. You can be pissed off if you didn't win. If you're not injured, you're healthy, and you could like enjoy this environment. I mean, jeez, it's a blessing that you could run 135 miles. It's a little bit of a curse to do it, but
So, Badwater earns its reputation of being a tough race.
yeah.
I don't recommend it. 28 hours. Like no mercy, you know? This last climb sucks. And it's getting worse. Oh, my feet are killing me. You know what it is? I think one of the reasons my feet hurt so much is because they've just been hot.
Yeah.
For so long.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the sun exposure is killing me. You don't want to film this. I didn't put
The key to thriving in endurance sports, I would say, is focus on the fact that endurance is about not giving up. And it's also about patience. You know, if you hear about somebody running 100 miles and it sounds great, it's miserable. Let me tell you that right now. It sucks. It's the most awful, painful thing I've ever experienced. But on the flip side, when you're done, it's the most fantastic thing you could ever do. So start slow, start running, you know, a half marathon, learn how to walk, learn how to be only competitive with yourself, and learn how to want to survive, not give up. And if you've got that kind of mentality, you can go as far as I have, which is unlimited.
Dude, how are you?
Oh, I'm tired.
It's Michael, right?
Yeah.
Good job, man.
I had a rough day.
Hey, man, you got here.
Yeah, you got here.
And you got 80 runners behind you still, so well done.
That was really hard, man. This is a hard race. Thanks. All right, I want to get to the hotel.
All right, well done.
Right.
Congrats.
All right, this is run number 2 this week. Got 135 miles in the legs. Warmed up in Death Valley, and now it's time to see what we can do here in Vermont.
You guys ready?
We're doing it. 1 minute.
What's the game plan, Dan? What's the game plan?
Game plan? Try to not have Mike beat me.
Here you go.
That's it. After Badwater, I gotta stop running. That's gonna be it. I want to do that. Balls check. Brains out to lunch. And got my shoes.
You just going for like feel bud?
Oh, pretty much. Well, it's full break. Fruit power.
Vermont double, baby. 235 miles, 6 days, happening right now. Woo! Yeah!
Excellent!
All right!
Good job, Mike.
Woo!
Good job. Awesome.
All right.
Someone put a light on his face so I can get him here. You can see him. There we go. 235 miles, Michael. Way to go.
Right there.
Yeah. Hey, let's see that Badwater shirt.
I feel like I just ran 235 miles in 2 days. Oh, the poor feet. Why do you do this to me? I'm so beat up. Oh. Oh, the knee. My knee. Oh, IT band. Sam, what do you think? Your parents are crazy? We just leave you in a cow field and go running all day? Like, and all night?
Yeah. Is that dirt?
Oh, that is miles of fun, baby. That just shows you how much fun I had at running. Oh.
It's only been a week. The rush of being home and rapid fading, failing to recall what I was missing all that time in England. Sent me aimlessly.